Okay, I will lead us off in presenting the high school conduct awards. The first one I'll be presenting is on respectfulness. There are many ways to show respectfulness. In class, a student can show respectfulness by being attentive, by actively taking notes, and by always doing their best, and of course, by always using respectful language and tone. In extracurriculars, a student can show respectfulness by putting their team first and by giving their best effort. The winner of the Respectfulness Conduct Award certainly matches all of those criteria. But she also shows a lot of respect for her peers, staff, and teachers in her everyday interactions. The way this individual engages in conversation and the way she interacts with others always shows a high degree of respect. Because of her respectful behavior in class and her respectful behavior towards her classmates, the staff, and teachers, the third trimester Conduct Award for respectfulness is Frankie the Beagle. I also have the honor of presenting the Self-Reliance Award for the third trimester. To be self-reliant does not mean you work alone without input or assistance from others. It means that you know how to utilize the available tools to find the answers you need to accomplish your goals. Tools such as referencing textbooks, taking notes, and asking pertinent and thoughtful questions. If you are a self-reliant person, then you are someone who knows how to get things done. But you also know how to listen to others to gain knowledge and skills you need to be successful. You are someone who understands that learning from others does not mean expecting others to do your work for you. This is all true of our self-reliance winner for this trimester. She is always reliable and resourceful in both the classroom and in her extracurricular activities. And she is a student we can count on to get the work done and to always excel. Congratulations to our self-reliance winner, Violet Lambert.
Honesty as a principle is often praised without caveat. However, there is a great deal of responsibility that comes with both claiming honesty and delivering honesty. The student that I would like to recognize for honesty today excels at realizing and respecting the responsibility that comes with their honesty. First, to claim honesty, you have to ensure that your claim of honesty is not an excuse to act cruelty or to exact cruelty on others. The student I am recognizing today does not strive to be unkind and carefully considers the impact their words will have on others. When they have to deliver hard truths, they do so from a place of love, not malice. Secondly, when delivering honesty, you must remain in the realm of truth rather than opinion. You must be deeply informed and constantly strive to hold knowledge that can be imparted upon others. This student is self-aware and honestly turns her most harsh criticism inwards and is quick to apologize if she gets something wrong. This student is a complete example of what it means to be an exemplary JMPS student, but today I would specifically like to recognize the honesty of Dallas Castor-Hayward. Since he introduced me so kindly, I would now like to introduce Mr. Prince.
I have returned with two. A good and proper sequel. First, I'd like to present the award for gratitude. Gratitude is a tricky thing. It is very easy for us living today to go through the world and find very little to, quite frankly, not be grateful for. To complain and whine and moan. But this student does not do that. This student displays gratitude towards everyone and in everything. Truly, she expresses how much she appreciates not just her peers, not just the staff here, but her experience at this school. And quite frankly, not just for a Trimester award, her entire time here. When I think of this word, gratitude, hers is the first face that comes to me. As I'm sure many of you will agree. The recipient for the third trimester Code of Conduct Award Gratitude is Ms. Abby Settle. I gotta tell you, as somebody who's in charge of a number of extracurriculars and classes where making sure where people have to do things right and be invested in doing things right, strong work ethic is something that I'm a big fan of. I really love somebody that has a strong sense of work ethic. And understands that whether it's a job they've chosen to do or something that is simply a responsibility that they already had, whether they were consulted in the first place, they will do it right. And if they do it wrong, they will figure out what they did wrong and they will fix it immediately. And it has never mattered where I've seen this student, whether it's in her academics, in her extracurriculars, in the various responsibilities that she both takes on herself and is placed upon her by her teachers and her coaches. I don't believe I have seldom met anyone with a stronger sense of work ethic than Miss Oceana Sands. And now for the second greatest Shakespearean actor of this or any age, Mr. Roach.
Excuse me, just finished lunch. I just feel very comfortable with you all. I have the privilege of announcing Compassion and the award recipient for Compassion. I would like to begin with a quotation from Corrie ten Boom. For those who are not familiar with ten Boom, she was a Holocaust survivor during World War II, in which she witnessed the death of her beloved husband and her sister. Someone who ended up forgiving those concentration camp guards who so tormented her and her family. She was able to forgive them. So I think she's able to quote when it comes to compassion. She says this: "Do you know what hurts so very much? It's love. Love is the strongest force in the world. And when it is blocked, that means pain. There are two things we can do when this happens. We can kill that love so that it stops hurting. But then, of course, part of us dies too. Or we can ask someone greater who has been there before to open up another route so that love may travel again." Compassion is a lot like that. Choosing to love and care for another even when that means you have to sacrifice. One of the major things things, one of the major things in life that we sacrifice every day is time. It is our scarcest resource. This code of conduct winner, how about we'll call Raylan Stauffer, for instance, demonstrated this most poignantly when she arrived on her own time here to support the 8th graders for their recognition. She was the only high schooler here that didn't have a relationship, either brother or sister, to one of those 8th graders. That, along with her general attitude towards life and towards those around her, makes me happy to give Raylan this 3rd trimester Code of Conduct Award for compassion. Always mess up the handshake. Mrs. Ontiveros, please.
Mrs. Ontiveros, for the ones who don't know me, I'm a Spanish high school teacher here at James Madison. Today I have the honor to present the Code of Conduct Award of Integrity. Integrity refers to the observance to a specific code of ethical and moral practices to be truthful and honest, enough to do what is right. It involves being honest with oneself and with others, even when it's difficult or unpopular. An individual with integrity keeps promises, treats others with respect, and takes responsibility for one's action. But most importantly, integrity is about doing the right thing even when no one is watching. The student that I am going to announce for this award upholds these traits and is well respected by his classmates and the staff here at James Madison. In the short time that I have been here at James Madison, I have witnessed the honesty and truthfulness of this student in my classroom and in the community. Today I am very happy to announce the winner of the Integrity Award to Ashton Gribble.
In short, a person who is amiable would be described as having a pleasant and friendly manner. This is something worthwhile and distinct from the other traits of code of conduct: respectfulness, honesty, integrity, etc. Take a look at my expression. Does that seem particularly friendly to you? I wouldn't think so. A person can be respectful, a person can be honest, they can tell the truth, they can get their work done, but being amiable, in my opinion, is going a step further. It's going the extra mile. It's doing all of that with a smile on your face, having a good attitude, greeting those around you, just brightening the space whenever you enter a room. The person that I will be announcing embodies all of these traits in the code of conduct, and as I said, goes the extra mile, and does that with a smile on her face. She always has a kind word and a smile for everybody around her. And I've never known the student to have a bad attitude, even when she may not be having a great day. She's accepting of those around her, and when she asks how you're doing, I believe that she actually cares to know how you're doing. And that means something. It's a step above just asking how you're doing for the sake of courtesy. It's showing people that you honestly care about those around you and that you're engaged in the world around you. This trimester's Code of Conduct Award for Amiability goes to Kaylee White. And now, Mr. Shaker.
to the context of personal. In fact, the two words are linked, personal responsibility. What is often overlooked is the community, is society. There are jobs that are necessary, but often avoided for selfish reasons. One of those jobs in the Madison Prep student government is that of Attorney General. At the risk of alienating oneself with their peers, possibly even their friends, the Attorney General has to remember that their duty is to the school. Nita Robinson took this job on, and she performed it with excellence. She took the responsibility for the good of the student body, and most importantly, the good of the school. And for this, she deserves our appreciation and our thanks. The Responsibility Award goes to Nita Robinson. Mrs. Hemmings.
Today I'll be presenting the High School Code of Conduct Award for Courage. In the classic American novel To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which my ninth grade English students just read, the central hero, Atticus Finch, delivers an unforgettable line to his children, Jem and Scout. He says, "Courage is knowing you're licked or defeated before you begin, but you begin anyway and see it through no matter what. You rarely win, but sometimes you do." This quote definitely applies to one particular student who had the courage to not only join the baseball team this spring when he hadn't played since elementary school, but also to step out onto the pitcher's mound, where the pressure is high and the ball comes at you fast. He relentlessly threw pitch after pitch in game after game throughout a very tough season, during which his team did not have a single win. Still, he did his job with enthusiasm and spirit and with a smile on his face. He never let a loss get him down, and he tried hard to motivate his teammates